Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Glory Hunters. We're bringing you FA Cup action, the best in YouTube watch-alongs, the Glory Hunters, and we're just about to kick it off. I'm here with Nick. Nick, where are you at this game? United's had a tough season so far. I'm sure they're not expected to move ahead. Any chance Liverpool gets distracted and drops this one, or how do you see this one working out?
Gonna go with the obvious and say Liverpool probably win it, but yeah, I think the United have a lot more incentive, I'd say, to win this game because obviously they're not in a title race at the moment in the league. So you could want to win some trophy, you've got to win the FA Cup, right? And also they weirdly show up now and then, United. So maybe this is one of the games where they decide to be good for once.
Yeah. Looks like United's wearing some kind of a military tribute? Tribute to the troops there or something like that?
I don't know.
Mo Salah. Well, if it has anything to do with my FIFA simulation, they will lose 1-0. Liverpool will lose 1-0. Well, what's with the yeah, you don't do that. What's with those jackets they're wearing?
I have no clue.
Huh. Ich habe keine Ahnung. How about that? Yeah, of course, this one's going to be played at Old Trafford. Looking mighty full. Probably a few rats in there, I'm thinking. What do you think? A rat? Maybe two?
There's a high percentage.
High percentage chance of a rat.
Well, you got Bruno Fernandes on the pitch, so there's one.
The great Bruno Fernandes. I figured out a way to get this thing to show the game across on FootMob instead of, and haven't been able to do it. Liverpool subs: Ryan McGavin, Harvey Elton, Adrian, James McConnell, Bobby Clark, Connor Bradley, Jane Dans, Kostas Tamekis. Hope I said that. Keto Gekpo. And they're going to be starting on the bench. Liverpool starting. Coleman, Kelleher. Oh, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Joe Gomez, Janelle, Quanash, Virgil van Dijk, Andy Robinson's, Alexis McAllister, the South American Scot, Wartuendo, Dominic help me with that one. Zabalinsa? Soboslai, Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz, and on the bench, Harry Maguire for United, Willie Kambala, Sophie Ambarat, Mason Mount, Anthony, who's been getting a lot of heat over there in these days, right? Kwamari Farson, Tom Heaton, Amid Diallo, Christian Eriksen. What's happened to Christian Eriksen? He's finally slowed down. I mean, his comeback was nothing short of amazing. Is he having problems over there? I have paid no attention to United this year because they're not really in the mix, for anything I'm interested in.
Yeah, he's just been a bit. He's aged, basically. Yeah. He can't run a lot. He's still good on the ball, but yeah, I think his athleticism's just the biggest issue.
You got the Suarez thing going on there, you think?
Maybe.
Good and tight.
Yeah, his legs are just going.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing with Eriksen.
Suarez getting another double out in Miami. Amazing.
After it was such a huge mistake to sign him.
Yeah, I know. People at Apple TV looking stupider every day. Let's see. Ian Wright kid's Bradley. He says he's just sick and tired of doubting Miami. He's throwing in the towel. They're going to win the whole league. I like him, by the way. He's a good kid. Well, he's not a kid anymore, but he's like, I'm sick of doubting those guys. They're going to win. I'm done with this. And who could blame him?
They do seem pretty good.
Who could blame him? We're about ready to kick off. And I'm glad we are. Well, thanks so much for the sub. Appreciate it. And there's the kick. We'll get that scoreboard up for you as soon as. Yeah, then there she is. Boo-boo-boo. Scoreboard, baby. Should be an interesting matchup. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm mostly a quasi Liverpool supporter.
Yeah, if United show up, it should be quite a good battle. That's a very big if.
United moving it in. Bringing it up the left wing. It's a cup game. United and Liverpool. There you go. Oh, United moving to dangerous area.
It's an interesting start.
Picked up by Kelleher. Kelleher and Onana. Goalies today. I don't think I did. I said for some reason I left out Onana, or I never got to the starting lineup. One of the two. Onana probably my personal favorite goalie in the Prem. I don't know. I like he takes chances. He's really athletic. I find him entertaining. I don't know how good he is. You know, I find him extremely entertaining.
He can be good.
Yeah.
He can be terrible.
Yeah.
But I suppose it comes down to the risks he's willing to take.
Yeah, I mean, I like risk takers. And two.
I do normally, but not in a position like Gary.
I think even in a position like that, you gotta. There's a few. You know, what if Martinez doesn't come off his line in the World Cup final? You know.
Suppose, but yeah. I don't know. Don't know how much I would think of that as a risk, and not just the right thing to do.
That's subjective. Sometimes you got to do the wrong thing to get it done right. It's just, I think it's a matter of when you get a guy like Onana, what's the percentage of his when he's making something crazy where he actually pulls it off? And I think if he pulls it off more than he doesn't, you have to be ready to support him when he does do something that looks bonehead that just doesn't work out. United looks like they're taking force. Shot outside the box. Big save, Keller.
Very bright start for United.
Absolutely. Kelleher from Ireland. Comanian. Well, that's Gaelic as hell. Can't say his name. I'm just going to call him C. See Kelleher. I see Kelleher. Young goalie, 25 years old, 6'2". Nowadays, kind of short for a goalie. Right-footed. 7 matches, 2 clean sheets. Pretty good. Not bad.
So he's been playing fairly well with Alisson out.
That's coming up. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Coming up at 2 clean sheets out of 7. I'll take it. Of course, he has the great Virgil van Dijk in front of him. That probably helps.
Just a bit.
Solid in the corner. He works it out. Top of the box, shot on goal. Onana handles it. How do you say that guy's name, number 8? Holy Christmas.
Dominic Soboslai.
Soboslai?
Yeah, Soboslai.
The Dahmer. One of the many talents to come through the Red Bull Academy. Not the New York one.
Nah. He was at Salzburg and then Leipzig. And then Liverpool signed him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's Mr. Kelleher. Manu.
Really like that Kobe Manu. He's looked really good this season. And he's like 18. Kind of crazy.
Something big's about to happen.
Yeah?
Yes. I just got notified. Keep your eyes out.
Huh.
I don't know. I looked at. I was trying to mess with. I normally don't do this, and I don't let you know, but something's about to happen.
Either a quick.
Oh no, nothing. I hit the wrong. I hit the wrong button. We good. We good. Wrong button.
Oh.
Sorry to disappoint.
I had that with the last game we did.
Oh, you were wrong game.
I went on FootMob to check like the stats, and FootMob updated before it happened on ours.
Yeah.
So it came up that thing he had scored, Saarbrücken. It came up Saarbrücken scored, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh, you knew it was coming?
To look at the stats.
You were there, yeah, it was coming. Yeah, I usually let it fade out. I have it to fade.
It was like 10 seconds before the goal, so like they went on the attack, and I saw it when I went to look at the stats on FootMob.
It happens.
Sollte da auch noch keine Entscheidung getroffen worden sein, dann gibt es Elfmeterschießen. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, nicht so schlecht.
Salah. Near miss.
Allein die Verlagerung von David Núñez, also mit richtig Tempo, mit Präzision, und dann Mo Salah, volles Risiko.
Not a bad attempt at all.
Not at all. Bad angle. That's the only thing bad about that attempt.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't much more to get done with the ball. Might as well.
Hopefully we can get more of this in this game. If it carries on like this for the full 90, it should be quite good.
Yeah, carry on like that, and we'll end up in the back of the net.
McTominay, schnell ausgeführter Freistoß.
Rashford. And that's in. Shot on goal, deflected off of Nada.
Of course, it's Scott McTominay with the goal again.
And Tominay gets the finish. They're up 1-0.
Goal machine.
Oder was McTominay? McTominay war's.
He's having one hell of a goal-scoring season, McTominay. That's been one of the most random things that happened this season, is McTominay just becoming a goal machine.
Yeah, Garnacho with the deflection. McTominay there to finish. Good stuff.
1-0 Manchester United. Turns out they have turned up to play today.
Showed it right from the get.
Yeah, they look really bright out from the start.
Right from the
that early chance from Wan-Bissaka was some nice little passing around there. Then Rashford had that good shot saved. And now the goal.
Wake up, Liverpool. McTominay sent a message.
Wan-Bissaka. Gut nachgesetzt von Fernandes. Wan-Bissaka. Rashford war da im kurzen Moment auch völlig frei.
Ja, und immer wieder über die rechte Abwehrseite bei Liverpool. Also da passt noch gar nicht das Zusammenspiel.
Wieder geht's genau dadurch. Wan-Bissaka.
There's another one. Another opportunity. Garnacho with a shot. Big block in front.
Handspiel reklamiert von Robertson.
Ja, rutscht natürlich rein, aber ich glaube, der Ball wäre noch mal bei Garnacho gelandet, wenn er ihn eben nicht mit der Hand berührt. Aber
yeah, Liverpool really need to wake up. Just conceded and the pressure's still on them from United there. That's really knocking on the door there for a second goal.
Yeah, I'm not really liking the way the midfield's playing. You know, you got Robinson diving around all over the place, blocking shots. There's something going on just ahead of the backfield that's not clicking.
Definitely.
Corner kick. Fernandez on the ball. He puts an outswinger. Collected by Man United and flown over the top of the crossbar. That was not quality. I don't think that was a quality shot by Delort. It wasn't quality. No quality.
Very poor.
Very poor quality. I hate that. Sorry.
What?
I know it's a common thing. I hate quality.
What's wrong with quality?
Because it's another way to say talent.
No, it's not.
In some aspects, he's a quality player.
Talent shot. A talent shot doesn't
can't
make
say a
sense,
talent
does it?
shot, but with it's also used in the tense of the quality player, which is subjective.
Well, yeah, but
he shows his quality.
Yeah.
It's an abused word. Rashford. Woo! Nice move.
That kid is special, man.
Woo! Really pretty. I don't know.
He's looked very bright so far this game.
Liverpool in transition right now. Robinson gets it wide. Back to Robinson. Oh, and the quality wasn't there. It sails over the crossbar. Good play by Liverpool, setting it up. Robinson was really, he's not there to finish to begin with, but maybe he should have there if he had just a little more quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that. It sounds obnoxious.
How?
I don't know. I'm not fucking.
Word, isn't it?
Not English. What can I tell you?
Because talent and quality are different things.
It's sometimes it's used as quality, as another word for quality. It's either used for skill moves or talent. It depends on how it's used. I don't mind when it's used for skill moves.
I see them as
all right. So
different,
Ronaldo dribbles through two guys. That's he's showing his quality. Okay, I can deal with that. But when it's when it's used as criticism, I don't like it. And when it's used as whether he's a quality player or not, it's so subjective.
Yeah, but I'd say quality and talent are different. You can be a talented player but not be quality.
No. But if you use it in the context of this player's quality, right? That's when I really hate it. When it's a skill move, I don't care so much.
But what's wrong with the player's quality? It just means he's good.
I don't know. I think it's too strong. I think it's strong. He's untalented, talented, or mediocre.
Yeah, but you can have talent and not be a good player.
That's true. No, that's true. That's true. So quality encompasses both.
Yeah, like you can be like Hatem Ben Arfa, right? Is one of the biggest examples. He was really, really talented player, but he was never a really good player. He never like managed to work out how to use his talent.
Yeah. Well,
so he was never a quality player.
Player like that out of the United States, referred to as Freddie Adu.
Yeah.
Tell me, what are you yapping about? Quality. Probably doesn't equate to... No. You didn't listen to me, hentai. It's used as another word for talent in some contexts. It'll be like Anthony. Yeah, Anthony's having a rough whole season. What's the deal with Anthony? United fans really down on him.
He's cost a lot of money and he's not been very good. Plus, he's potentially a wife beater as well, which probably isn't helping his case.
Yeah. Anybody guys ever have some success from beating their wives? Have they ever, put up better numbers?
I don't know. Maybe.
Potentially a wife, but has he been accused? What's the whole drama on that?
I don't know too much, but yeah, he's one of his ex-partners accused him of assaulting her. But I don't think any of it's gone to court yet or anything, so it's still like
always given the benefit of the doubt.
Proven.
Give him benefit of the doubt in today's world.
So that's why I say potentially.
So he got Google. He got Google docked. At least he isn't Mason Greenwood. Yeah, poor guy. Mason Greenwood signed by United this week. Looks like they might bring him up next season.
What I'm hearing is they want to sell him.
You want to sell him?
Yeah, apparently.
Mason Greenwood.
Because they tried to bring him back in at the start of this season, and loads of their fans really kicked off. So I think they're sort of realizing it's too much of a
He didn't
PR
do
problem.
anything.
Well,
he has a kink. It's weird. This girl ended up marrying him anyway, and admitted it was a whole bunch of horse shit. High and wide.
Joe Gomez. Nie getroffen im Trikot von Liverpool. Seit 2015 ist da. Wartet weiterhin auf seine
God, and all the backs have had shots that just sail to Wiesbaden. I will give Liverpool this. I really thought it was a bad idea for Klopp to announce leaving the club beforehand. I didn't think it was a good idea. I think you can see how it can go wrong with Thomas Tuchel. But it seemed to work for Liverpool, just like you said it was. It seems like they're more motivated over it.
Yeah, and like the players probably knew anyway, right?
Yeah. Oh, I can't imagine he'd run it by everybody.
Like I reckon the players would have known for like a month or two beforehand anyway. So, from like a player's perspective, it doesn't really change a lot for him to go public with it. It's more of like a player thing than more of like a fan thing than anything.
Diaz to McAllister. Endo recovers. Back to Diaz, but this time on the right side. Tried to get a through ball into Salah, but it's intercepted. Ooh, Manchester transitions the other way. Rashford with two defenders taken down. Goal kick.
Another thing with announcing it early is you can do the whole like leaving tour sort of thing.
I think that's bad. I think it's a distraction. That was my issue with it. I don't like that. I'm not a big fan. But hey, whatever works, works. He has a different relationship. He's not Thomas Tuchel. He's successful.
Yeah. Well, another thing is it might bring more support behind the team this season. because you've got more people who want to see them before before Klopp goes. You've got people who really want to push the team to win in the final season.
Yeah, but does Liverpool have any problem with support? I mean, they sell out every game, aren't they?
Well, yeah, they don't have problems, but I don't know. Sort of changes the whole narrative around it, doesn't it?
Mm.
Instead of it being another season, this is like the final season to win it again.
Not a fan. This is stuff that the media wants. Diaz brings in with space. High flying ball to Salah, has trouble with it and goes out. United throwing.
Warum denn diese Saison des BVB nicht so negativ betrachtet, wie man beim BVB den Hemmschuh Erwartungshaltung loswerden will und was nach seinem Ausscheiden aus dem Abend 2025 vorhat. Also schaut euch das
Tommy tries to find Haaland. They're all fighting right now. That's not a good sign. Yelling at each other like that. It was a bad pass for sure. I always see that as a sign of weakness when they start screaming at each other. It's tolerated more in football than it is in other sports.
Superball. Einfach im Dreieck gespielt und dann aber es ist offensichtlich, gerade wenn sie von hinten aufbauen, Benny, sie versuchen das nicht klein zu halten, sondern schon das Feld sehr groß zu halten. Manchester United, um natürlich auch nicht in die Pressing-Fallen von Liverpool zu tappen.
Ja, je enger das Ganze natürlich, umso einfacher dieses Pressing dann zu aktivieren. Deswegen, genau wie sie es vorher gerade gespielt haben, erstmal mit kurzen Pässen mal auf die rechte Seite, dann mit einem diagonalen Ball wieder ganz auf die andere Seite wieder auseinanderziehen. Also ganz schwer dann auch eben zu verteidigen.
Little chippy stuff going on in the
viel Bewegung, Wan-Bissaka läuft immer mit vorne mit rein. McTominay ist dabei.
Really by the line.
Wirklich mutig auch weiterhin.
Liverpool's end.
Very soft, that, if you ask me.
Oh, that looks like United's getting a free kick. Dangerous free kick. Fernandez will take it. Does have a rat. That's the way I used to feel about Suarez. Now I like him because he's in the States. Then it's okay. Fernandez, delivery. Looks like he goes for goal. Wasn't that far off either. Really had the right curl. It's just a little high. Ball went in there with authority. Gallagher to Van Dijk. Van Dijk clears.
Be interesting to see what happens with the whole Erik ten Hag situation at United.
It's gonna be canned.
I think he should.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The signs seem to be they want to stand by him.
That's what I'm hearing. I don't believe it though. I think they're leaking that type of stuff just to show some stability. But I don't think a club like I think it's just like yours. I don't think you can results now when you have salaries and you know when it seems like United and Chelsea, there's no give there.
Especially when you've had as much time as Erik ten Hag.
I really can't see a good reason to keep him.
I can't.
What's that?
Maybe there's no other managers, like a better manager available. I don't know.
No shot at Tabby, huh?
Oh, no chance.
Aber das wissen natürlich auch die Red Devils.
I have to be honest with you. I mean, like, I don't know what manager would want to walk into the situation they find themselves in.
In der eigenen Hälfte mal so auf Verdacht.
I don't know. It
Right,
can be a good job.
McAllister moving it into the final third. Drops it off to Thompson. Thompson Endo.
Kollektiv auch dann weit auf. Wir haben das eben gesehen von Dijk Quansah in der Hälfte von United.
Endo drops all the way back.
Also dahinter ist schon sehr viel Raum.
But the United job is one of the biggest clubs in the world.
Threw a ball to Darwin Núñez inside the box on the right. Tough angle. Deflected off of defender. And that'll be a corner kick for Liverpool.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest jobs in the world. You've got big resources, and if you're going to get given as much time as Erik ten Hag has, I don't see a reason why not to take it if you're a good coach. Unless you're at a better situation, obviously.
We could potentially do Atletico and Barcelona tonight if we really wanted to, like, get good at names. Here's delivery. In swinger. Pop straight out of the top of the box. McAllister's there. World Cup winner. Teammate of Lionel Messi. Scottish trader. You traitor.
To be fair, he's about as Scottish as Grealish is Irish.
Did he grow up down there? I thought he grew up in Scotland. McAllister.
Who, McAllister?
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe. If he did, then he's more Scottish than Grealish is Irish.
Oh, okay. Oh, Grealish. I get it. I didn't. Grealish is Irish. Traitor. Camacho moving it in. It's a lot. Oh, drops to Haaland, who slips. And it goes out for a goal kick.
Ja, aber wie schon ein paar Mal. Erst ganz hinten ein paar Kurzpässe, dann Onana mit dem langen, dann auf dem zweiten Ball und schon sind sie dann im letzten Drittel. Hier rutscht er weg. War natürlich
Rasmus Haaland.
gespielt, hätte er, glaube ich, direkt auf seinen Rechten gehabt.
He's had quite a decent season for when he's in the lineup. 20 matches, 7 goals, 2 assists. Keep in mind, he has been hurt a lot. 21 years old, 6'3". Rasmus Haaland.
Oh, the striker, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's, you know, I wouldn't call his season any kind of watch, even if they're to.
Oh, yeah, he's had a pretty decent season. He's had a really good Champions League season. That's a very bright transfer for them. Like I say, you got Kobe Mainoo coming in the midfield, who's very young, looks really bright. So there is some young talent there. You've got established players like Rashford who have talent. I don't think it's a bad squad at all. That's why I'd be open to taking the job if I was a good coach. I think there's talent there, you've got resources, it's a big job. And with Ten Hag, they're showing they're willing to give you time.
I really like the way United's transitioning. Whenever they're able to, you know, strip somebody, they turn it into a play. It usually sails over the uprights. Are you allowed to talk about the size of Marcus Rashford's nose? I mean, it is really big.
Well, yeah. Who's to say you can't talk about it, right?
I don't know. Cat's got a big nose.
He has an interesting profile.
Yeah. Great player. I always... I like Rashford a lot. And it really is. You know, you look at the talent on this team, and I think this is probably the best argument to get rid of Ten Hag. You kind of wonder why they're not at the top.
Like I said, I've always said I really liked their transfers in the summer. I thought they were good transfers on paper, and Like, they seem to have got worse. Despite, yeah, what I thought was good business. Really.
Pass to Thompson. Deep left side. Tries to get it into up top. Fired in. Volleyed and covered. Attempt by Thompson. Tried to get it to Salah and got broken up. Skillfully broken up. Yeah, and that forced a volley from the top of the box that was dealt with as well by Onana. Onana! McTominay. Oh, Tomini taken out from behind. Appeared to be taken out behind. I don't ever trust anybody, but it looks like it's going to end up with her. Yellow card.
Not sure why McAllister looks so annoyed about that.
I don't know. McAllister getting this
That's pretty blatant.
First card of the game. I don't know why he looks annoyed either. It might have been a necessary one. You know, one of those that, you know, you just got to take for the team.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Stopping the attack. Maybe he's annoyed at his teammates.
Easy play for.
But I know McAllister has a lot of Irish links as well.
All right. Was he a trader too? He traded more than one.
Well, I think, like in interviews before, he said like he has a lot more Irish in him than Scottish.
Really? Name like McAllister.
Yeah. Yeah, he sounds a lot more Scottish, but apparently, yeah, most of his heritage is like Irish people that moved to Argentina.
Ah, he's a good Catholic boy. Been playing for Celtic. Salah throw in.
He's a bit too good for Celtic, don't you think?
Yes. Green Man's not here. Yes. Thompson looks like he's getting loaded. Diaz tries to cut in, and he's dumped. Woo! Why do they have that? Oh, look at that. Do you see that behind the net? There is sort of an indent or a step down at the edge of the pitch. That could be dangerous. You see that? It's kind of a hill. You can slide right down into the advertisements. Boy, that looks like it could be potentially dangerous over there on at Old Trafford. McAllister, delivery, outswinger. That wasn't McAllister. Excuse me. That was McAllister. Long ball. And Onana lets it go out for a kick. Old Trafford's falling down.
He's in terrible condition. Or at least that's what everything coming out says.
God, you know, I can remember a time when the Glazers bought the team and people were hopeful.
Same thing seems to happen every time an American buys a club. There's early hope, and then it all gets drained.
I think they look at it like things work the same for franchises as in the States, and they don't. It's a completely different animal. Also, I think Americans buy the logo a lot of times to make shirts. Manchester United still one of the top sellers in the clothing department, even to this day.
Oh yeah, it's still such a huge brand.
No, we've seen that with like the Chicago Cubs and stuff like that. The brand's iconic. They don't care if the team wins. It took them like 120 years to win something. I'm not exaggerating. That's what I worry about. Former old was the New Jersey Devils, same thing. They're just selling jerseys.
That's why everyone wants Saudis instead. The Arabs know how to win.
Rashford in the corner versus Salah. Lex to pass. Fernandez fires. Kelleher. Good save. Quality save. I think my problem is not with the word; it's just overused. I think, but that I mentioned it in the skill context there. Ball was going out, in fairness. Uh-oh. Deep in, right at the top. Tomini, big save out in front. I don't know if Kelleher got it or it touched Virgil's hand. Lob pass inside the box. Garnacho goes to the left foot, deflects out, and somehow after a comedy of deflections ends up in Kelleher's fan. Diaz brings it up the left side. He's got trouble. Big tackle fails. An opportunity to get it to Darwin Núñez. Here it is. Oh, he just likes to shoot and set, and boy, Onana was waiting for that one. Heads up by Onana. They just as easily could have been a cross, but he was ready for Diaz to shoot, and a quality save. Excellent. Real high quality there. Football. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm still surprised that United didn't score there. That was really good move from them. Big scramble. And then Liverpool doing what they do, flying up the other end.
Luis Diaz, and I like that shot because he feigns the cross and then puts it on Onana. But Onana was ready for it. I don't think that was like a selfish shot, you know.
It's a really good pass across from Rashford. And Mainu before that to get it through to Rashford. Again, so good.
Endo drops to Salah. Back to him. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful finish by Endo. Beautiful finish by Endo. And it's offsides. Endo made a short pass to his right to Salah. Salah fed him right back, but I guess the original pass, we have an elbow offsides by Mohamed Salah. That was close.
I'd have a look at that.
Yeah, it does.
Very close.
It does seem like his elbow's offsides. Maybe his shoulder.
I'd say his feet certainly were.
Feet were not. He was in kind of a tilted angle when the pass was delivered.
Well, it could only be shoulder, if anything.
Yeah, shoulder is the only thing that could be. But I think it might be by a hair. I'm going to check it out.
I'd say it's definitely worth checking.
But, let's see. Yeah, shoulder. Definitely a shoulder.
Just.
Yeah, just a shoulder.
So close.
As you can see, his body's tilted. His hand's even tucked in, to be honest with you.
That is very unlucky.
Yeah, very unlucky. Right call. Good play. Quality. Quality. But in the end, for nothing.
Quality decision from the ref.
Yeah, quality decision from the ref. Lob pass, Darwin Núñez. Does he have time to get to it? No, and Anna picks it off. United versus Liverpool in South Carolina. Tickets on sale now. McAllister.
Must be very different teams.
Diaz. Yeah. Maybe this summer. Probably summer friendlies. Salah, top of the box. Tries to pitch it in. Deflected. Another shot. Onana has trouble with it. Offsides.
I was a bit...
Shut up, hentai for life, you jerk.
That was very worrying from Onana there. Good thing it was offside for him though. think it's been a fairly open game so far.
Open in United's favor, for sure.
So United have been very good on the transition, but every now and then Liverpool are showing like they are very dangerous.
Is that United's weakest part? Is their centers, the center backs?
I mean, probably, yeah. At the moment, they have got injuries as well to take into account.
Darwin Núñez beats Thompson, intercepted by Garnacho, excuse me. Played up to Holland as he crosses the midfield line, all by himself. Van Dijk all over him. He's going to probably try to drop it back, but he elects he has to drop it back to Garnacho. Garnacho has a play as he moves into the center. He crosses it over, picked up by Rashford, top of the box, far left side. He'll fire one in, but it's dealt with. I will go in for a goal kick.
Yeah, because United currently have Lisandro Martinez out injured, who I think is probably their best centre-back. Varane's playing in this game, to be fair, but he's often has time off injured. So I think that I wouldn't be surprised if they target another centre-back in the summer again.
I thought you like Man City. Why are you rooting for United? Hentai.
Because no one likes Liverpool.
What do you mean no one likes them? Why not?
Because no one likes Liverpool. They're a very unlikable club.
Not really. They're very likable.
Because they're Scousers. No one likes the Scousers.
Let's just say, be honest, you don't like the Irish.
Oh, I have no issue with the Irish. It's the Scousers.
Who are all of Irish descent.
Scouse not English. They can piss off.
The Scousers, there's a lot of... they don't even consider themselves English, you know? You know. Endo. Thompson.
The Irish aren't English, and so fair enough. The Scousers are English, but they try everything not to be.
Yeah. I think that's probably why I like the team. Actually found out my family left from Liverpool for some reason. Got some thing done. They
don't blame them.
No, they didn't leave Liverpool. They left from Liverpool, not from Ireland. Strangely enough, I don't think they ever lived there. I think that was the best boat. Endo chips it. Ooh, little juggling to Thompson, left side of the box. He goes to his left foot, passes back and forth, and deflected for a throw-in. Liverpool throw-in. Robertson with the throw-in. Did I call him Peterson? Robinson.
You called him Thompson at one point.
Thompson, yeah, excuse me. Endo.
Andy Robbo.
Van Dijk. Liverpool in control. Ooh, centers it. Puts it up for McAllister for shot on goal. He buries it.
Ooh, that's a lovely finish. A quality finish, even.
Yeah. You, Jurgen Klopp says, you the man.
Who was that made the run forward? Is that Kwanzaa? Yeah, I think that was the young centre-back.
Oh, it looked. Oh, real tough shot. Well, that I had no chance.
Less takes a little bit off the quality of that finish there, knowing it was a deflection.
Yeah. Nana still got it. Almost still had it. He had his fingertips on it. Probably shouldn't even have got those after that deflection.
Yeah, if that didn't take the deflection there, it looks like Onana would have had it. So it turns out to be very unlucky for United there.
Dem the breaks.
Drin oder man sieht das ja Woche für Woche, wenn du 1-0 führst, ja klar, du hast dann mal wieder den Gedanken, komm, lass uns lieber ein bisschen defensiver stehen, Sicherheit rein, aber man sieht
Carl Ten Hag looking like Joseph Stalin. Or, excuse me, Lenin.
mutig bleiben, offensiv bleiben, nach vorne spielen, natürlich nicht blind nach vorne, aber man merkt ja, die einen ziehen sich zurück und schon hat Liverpool das Spiel übernommen.
4 minutes. A +4
Auf 2-0 gehabt durch Scott McTominay.
for stoppage time. Free kick. Man United headed away by Liverpool, but kept in possession. And now Liverpool. Yeah, I'm wondering about that myself. Kelleher came out right to the box and picked it up. It looked close. Potential red carded handball there.
Salah. Gomez. Rashford geht nicht entscheidend mit. Gomez zum zweiten.
Gomez tries to get it through the line of Liverpool players.
Funktioniert.
Intercepted by Robinson, but recovered by... They just can't get it out. United doing everything, and it just deflects off of somebody and manages to stay in Liverpool's final third.
McTominay.
That's a red, Hentai for Life says. I do wonder. Does it have to be 1 foot over the line or both?
But I think
For
the
that
ball
to be
just
for
has to
Kelleher to
be
be
in-
red.
I think the ball has to be in the box for it to be okay. So if the ball's outside of the box, I don't think it matters where he stood. I think it's where the ball is.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
Liverpool will mehr.
Be funny to say, here's an opportunity to cross for Liverpool. Tries to find, it goes up to
Luis Diaz.
Luis Diaz, left to Darwin Núñez. Núñez goes to his right, save Onana, and finished by Mohamed Salah. Liverpool goes up 2-1 right at the half.
Und jetzt tappt United komplett.
Woo! It's kind of, I have to give credit where credit's due, where United has probably controlled this most of the time. There are those times where, you know, the center backs look weak for United, and, you know, there's just too much quality between Darwin Núñez, Endo, and Mohamed Salah. Salah gets a very Salah-like finish. And a great save, but, you know, I tell you something. You know the best player, I think, in this half was Onana. He's had a spectacular, even though giving up 2 goals, but he's really had a spectacular first half. You really can't ask for anything more from him.
Yeah, not a single fault for Onana. On that one, he did well to save it. He was just unlucky that Salah's there and not his defenders to clear it. And the first one, deflection, and even then he almost saved it.
Yeah. And he's had quality
So,
saves
yeah.
throughout this game. I think he's a player of the half, if I was going to vote.
So Onana has, he's had a good game. He's been very unlucky to be 2-1 down right now. But yeah, the defence has not looked, and the defence has looked shaky every time Liverpool have gone forward. And you could feel the momentum sort of switching in Liverpool's favour later in the half there, and then
definitely.
they get the goal, and then all of a sudden they really put the pressure on. Like you even said, United couldn't even get out there half all of a sudden, and the pressure's paid off. They got their second goal, and it's going to be a very happy Klopp going into half time.
It's a happy Klopp. Tommy, we got a happy Klopp.
In den Schlussminuten des ersten Durchgangs.
No, it won't be. Not till the season's over, Tom.
United hier ein gutes
My son very happy that Klopp's moving to Sonnenberg Wiesbaden.
Schwäche von Liverpool offenbart hat, nämlich über die rechte Abwehrseite.
I have an Irish friend that already knows where the house is.
McTominay hat das 2-0 auf dem Fuß.
Not even joking, you know.
How long until he gets arrested?
This guy.
Liverpool immer mehr ins Spiel kommen.
We were debating whether he comes downtown to the Marktplatz.
Den Ballbesitz.
He might once, and then
Then
you'll
realize it
all
was
be
easy
there, and
thought
he
of.
won't come back.
Well, the Germans aren't one. Well, the thing is, he's a big celebrity over here too, though. I think if he made his bones in England, and just England, people would just say hello. But he's internationally
he's like a
big.
German
Yeah,
star
he's
over there.
yeah, but he was also a star here. Yeah, I mean, he was the talk of the town. He was the talk of Germany when he was coaching in Mainz, and what a tremendous job he had done. Yeah, you know, so many people came out of that too. You know, with Tuchel, and you know, Sandro Schwartz hasn't been as successful, but definitely got to coach some big teams. Just recently getting his ass handed to him by the Columbus Crew. Disappointing outing for the Metro Stars yesterday. And that's it. That's the half. Happy Klopp. You know, it was Happy Klopp when I love the fact that he runs. He doesn't ask his players to do anything he doesn't do himself.
Well, running off the pitch.
Running off. Well, I demand that my son runs when he comes to get his water. He's not allowed to walk. I like it. Tommy, we're at the half. What are you doing? I want to hear the 5. I want you to come in here and give me the 5. As soon as you're done, you got to come in here and give me the 5. All right, you ready? Come in here and give me the 5. All right, talk in the microphone.
Get it always.
Ball.
Ball awareness. Always be ready. Attack. No fear. Always be a man to pass to.
Bingo. He did it.
Ding, ding, ding.
He has fun. He has funny. He has trouble with the word awareness. I think that's. We're stretching his English a little there, yeah.
Is there a German word for it? Awareness?
I'm sure there is. Do I know it? No. Hey, George 94.
Maybe that needs to be the challenge. You need to learn the 5 in German, and he learns the 5.
The 5. By the way, I invented the 5. I don't think that anybody else did.
I'm not sure anyone was.
The 5 is just a mental check before you go out there. That's all. It's a mental check.
According to Translate, awareness is Bewusstsein. Bewusstsein.
Ball Bewusstsein. How many can say now? I mean, now I know how Brazil felt in German. Ich feel jetzt ich weiß how I can Brazil feel. I think that's it. No, ich wisse. No. Not ich weiß. You gotta conjugate the verb there. I think it's good to do a mental check. Of course, after he does the mental check, he'll stand behind 5 defenders and raise his hand.
Well, yeah, you got to play the ball over the defenders, find the clean man. If his teammates were any good,
find
the
clean man. Yeah, the clean guy to pass. I don't think they get that concept because they're trying to score or just make the ridiculous long ball pass to somebody who could, you know, potentially if they receive the pass, just tap it in. But this is going to come as a shock that pass never completes.
Really?
Never, not once. I don't think I've seen it once. The so-called best players in the TV team, they don't pass side to side. They never pass backwards. You could forget that happening. When you get static from the defenders, that just means bull right through them. And that works out about 2% of the time to bully through 3 people. It usually results in a turnover. Shocking. The other one is the inability for the goalies to roll the ball to the defender within 2 feet on their right or left. And when they're not able to do that, they elect a clearing kick that usually can't get past the midfield, is usually chested down by an opponent and quickly turned into a goal. What's odd about that is it does seem to happen, and Tommy's last three losses were double digits. It hasn't really resulted in any learning that maybe clearing through the center is not the best for the goalie if you can't kick it that far. The other problem with that is if you roll the ball to the defender to bring it up to the midfielder and so on and so forth, that contradicts the idea that you are to long ball one pass that should turn into a goal every time. And as we went over before, that almost never happens. It's in fact, I'll have to say this, it's never happened once, not even once. Now, when the ball carrier bullies through three defenders, that does work out every so often, but usually it's a deflection off one of those defenders and it spits out in front of the attacker by sheer happenstance. When that happens and it's converted into a goal, it's considered a good play and not luck, and it's attempted again and again and again until that the dice roll is correct, and that's usually evidence that it's working.
Did you see your man Pulisic scored today?
No, I didn't. He's hot right now. Ever since he poached that goal from Liao. Pulisic scored! That's double digits for him. In all competitions. And I think that's a success.
Yeah, Milan beat Verona 3-1.
I'll take it.
He scored.
He scored in the Europa League game as well. Have you heard that Giroud may have MLS in his future? So we're looking at Giroud. Really, I know he's old, but God, he's still first rate forward in the European game. I mean, I you know what the problem in Giroud is he's never getting a transfer. No one's going to pay for him. He's too expensive, and there's always that chance that he loses a step. But as of right now,
years ago.
he's as good as yet. Well, he can still score. I mean, he's basically carrying that team on his back. Liao and Pulisic probably haven't produced as much as that everybody was hoping and expecting. Liao got a little cold. Pulisic's been cold, but both players seem to be snapping out of it in recent games. Certainly one of the favorites to win the Europa League along with Leverkusen. One thing I wanted to talk to you about, I'd like to talk about the changes to Champions League, Conference, and Europa League next year, and what you might think of it. Next year, it's more of a league format. UEFA swears it has nothing to do with sullying talk about the so-called Super League, which everybody knows is horseshit.
Certainly.
But the system is interesting. I do see potential problems with it. I think there's a top, middle, and the bottom. The top goes right to the round of 16. This is what 36 teams we're talking here, right? And I think 9 and below before the bottom. I don't know which number. Those teams will have to play a playoff, a two-legged playoff. This is sort of really, I don't know why they just call it the round of 32. That would make a hell of a lot more sense. But hey, it's UEFA.
Well, I suppose because you don't have all 32 playing in it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So they're going to call it a playoff. All right. So it's going to be a two-legged playoff. And the top teams will get a break. The bottom teams will be eliminated from and this is kind of new, from all competitions. At first I was like, oh, that sucks. It really sucks for teams like Celtic. But then I was like, why should a Champions League quality team maybe have a bad run of it in the group stages and then just walk through the Conference League or the Europa League? I think it's actually a lot more fair. Where I see the problem is I talked to my wife who can add. There is possibilities of not finishing in the top and having a very, very good record. The way the league is fixed, your GD is going to mean a lot. So if it does kind of lead itself to, if you run into a team and you blow them out, you got to blow them out as much as humanly possible. You really got to stack them up. That's the downside. The upside is, you're going to see matches like Barcelona, Man City very early. And supposedly, and we'll see how this goes, I'm sure everybody's going to say it's fixed. It's going to be, you pull the team out of a hat, and the algorithm will take care of the rest. So it'll be half human, because to do the balls, it would take something like a day, with the amount of balls to do it the way the heated balls, as Green Man likes to say. So it's going to be done by a computer, which I don't like. But apparently the computer, there'd be no point in airing it. It would take all goddamn day.
Yeah, that's fine. They've got nothing else to do.
Yeah, there's something to be said for that. So
they usually get some ex-footballers to come do it. It's fine. They're doing nothing else.
Yeah, the computer will
stand there for a day.
The idea behind their algorithm, though, is to give you 1 week, 1 mid, 1 high quality. You'll play 8 games, no back-to-back in the sort of the league portion of the tournament. The Conference League will only play 6, so 3 home, 3 away, 4 home. Europa and Champions League would be 4 home, 4 away. And the idea with the algorithm is to kind of get a variety of quality. That you're not every team, like if we can go mid, like you're gonna play a Man City, you're gonna play a Celtic, and you're gonna play a Napoli. I think that's probably that's the idea. So it'll be a Celtic, the idea. But the good news about it is the group stages won't be boring, because you're going to get major, like, stop everything matchups very early on. I worry about a table being that big and what that means, and I'm sure somebody does better math than I do. They probably could get a better idea what that looks like. I think depending on what that looks like, because I have a fear that you have teams with similar records, but let's say Man City got a hold of that team from Azerbaijan and blew them out 10-0. They have a distinct advantage going forward. I don't think that any teams with winning records will get kicked out of the competition. I don't think that is, but I could see a lot of teams middle of the table that had near perfect records playing in that extra playoff game. What do you think?
But then I guess that just comes down to luck of the draw, though, doesn't it? Because it's no different to this format where you could be like a Manchester City and luck out with the draw, where you get a group where you get like Napoli.
But it's not a group.
As your group.
It's not a group, and supposedly you're going to play teams with different. Oh God, here's that word again. Quality. So it's not really a luck. I mean, there's obviously a certain amount of luck to it. But the way it goes is you're supposed to play. I think the strength of the league in the algorithm is going to be considered when you take them.
Definitely. But when I say it's luck of the draw, I mean like as in the teams you play. So you say, all right, a team like City might get an easier draw where they play like Karabag and they smash them like 6-0, so that's a big advantage for them going forward. That's no different to getting an easy group in the current.
So it really doesn't. Okay, I know that's a good point.
You get put in different pots with how good you are.
That's a good point.
So I would say you're like, I wouldn't say.
And you know what? There's more games here too. So if you want to look at it that way, there's more games here. So you have a much better chance. But the table's so big. I wonder if the table should be split. But I'm sure that brings its own kind of mathematical problems. And it's like anything. It's like the Leagues Cup. Look good on paper. There was a lot of questions there. It did kind of work out in the end. I don't know if it's just because it's a good tournament or just Lionel Messi story. We'll find out this year. Maybe it'll suck this year. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in it. Football's gone.
I think it's
soft.
one of those where it has to happen first for us to really.
Yes, that's
right?
really me not getting to the point. That's exactly what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely like to see it. I hate to say I think a lot of American fans, because they tend to be new, just because it's a new sport to the States in a lot of ways, want to see sort of different stuff. I'm interested in doing different stuff. So George says he's interested to see where I like to do it. And if it keeps the Super League at bay, because I think the biggest fear with the Super League, I understand the reason for the Super League. There's good reasons for the Super League. There's also really bad ones, that it kills small football, and that can't happen.
There's good reasons for the teams involved.
Well, yeah, I mean, but is it really fair for a team like that Ajani team that there's such a financial disparity between the two teams, between even a team like Leverkusen, and if there's no way, here we go, we got kickoff. We got kickoff already.
Gehört zu den absoluten Top-Favoriten in der Europa League.
United, Rashford pulling it up the left side as he does, doing what Rashford does. Chips it ahead, and that turns into a corner kick.
Wan-Bissaka holt die erste Ecke des zweiten Durchgangs raus.
I don't know. I don't hate the idea of it.
Bruno Fernandes.
How do I say that guy's name? Wan-Bissaka? The guy with the dread.
Varane mit dabei.
Who? Oh, Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka. Oh, here's a change. Garnacho taking the set piece, but he likes to go to short corner. Dumps to Fernandez. Rashford takes it and he moves it in. He's interrupted, and the ball's cleared by Liverpool.
Keine Wechsel. Bislang. Das ist ja quasi jetzt ein Spiel wie gemalt für Liverpool.
Yeah, that's a scene. I don't hate it. It's not like I had a real love for the group stages. I think it bothers Europeans like yourself. They're so used to the system. It beats the Super League. But I did notice in one of the comments in the BBC that they put this out on YouTube, kind of accused, this is setting up the Super League.
Essentially, yeah. Because it is a league.
Mm-hmm. But I think there are American interests that want the Barcelonas, Man Cities, Uniteds, Dortmunds, and Bayerns to be in a closed league, and I do think that would really hurt football in Europe. Worldwide.
Oh, 100%.
If they did do a Super League, if they absolutely had to, I don't think it can be a closed league. Absolutely not. Under no circumstance should that be a closed league.
I think there's no scenario where you can have a weekly competition like the Super League and it not be a huge detriment to the rest of football.
Yeah. Well, the great thing when you start getting into it, when I'm speaking to American fans here, when you start to realize everything's connected, and that's the most wonderful thing about it. That's the great thing about promotion relegation. Not that I'm not for promotion relegation in the United States, by the way.
I think the Champions League works now because it's not a weekly thing. You get enough of the big teams playing each other without taking it away from the league.
Here's a chance for Liverpool. Well, it's going to be a little more game. I think more games. Well, everybody
the thing is, there's going to be more games, but probably in the same sort of time period, right? With the new one.
Pretty much.
With the new format.
Yeah, but there's 8 games. How many games would they play? Play everybody twice? Yeah, it's pretty much the same. I think that the extra games coming around at like
bigger.
That 32, yeah. Garnacho moving it up, left side. He looks for somebody to dish to. Through ball forward, tries to find Haaland. Dispossessed. Flip to Gomez. Gomez stuck at his own end, looking for his way out. Fired over to Van Dijk, and they move it through the midfield that way.
Seine Durchbruchssaison. U21 Nationalspieler Englands. Konate fehlt. Verletzt.
What's this? Robinson on a bit of a run. Salah tries to fire it in. I think that was an attempt at a cross. Ended up being a shot on goal. Onana deals with it, and Garnacho starts to ring it through the midfield. Haaland is only option. He tries to make a through ball. It goes all the way through to Rashford on the far side. Rashford looks to make a cross. Does. Dealt with. And cleared for throw-in for Man United.
It feels like there's going to be goals in this second half.
They're running out there.
From both sides, I could see them both scoring this half. I hope so.
McTominay tries to drop it back to the center backs, but pass was too soft. That results in Diaz trying to move it in. He fires it over to Mohamed Salah with his left foot, tries to get another through ball, but that's intercepted. Salah recovers, puts out the center to Endo. Endo to McAllister. McAllister to Darwin. Endo. And the action settles down as Van Dijk collects it. Gomez tries to get in. Good tackle back there. Uh-oh. Long ball headed away by Kelleher. Throw-in United. Haaland pushes him right off the ball. Intercepted by Kelleher, but he doesn't hold on to it. Lots of action. Much more pace to this half so far in the 51st minute.
Yeah. Things that United are looking bright again. They started off really well in the first half, sorry. And they sort of lost their momentum sort of halfway through it, and it seems like they've found their way again. They're looking really bright on the transitions again. Really pushing forward.
Speaking of a transition, Rashford gets it to Fernandez. Did I just lose my mind for a second? Yeah, Fernandez. Of course it's Fernandez.
Yeah, you got it right. I just want to know what the hell Fernandez is like going mental about.
I think they go mental sometimes for the sake of going mental. I think it's a form of referee intimidation.
Oh, certainly for Fernandez.
Yeah, it's not like we haven't seen him do something like that before.
He's one of the worst for it in the league. Appealing all the time.
Oh, deflection off McAllister turns into a chance for United. McTominay. Garnacho tries to get it through, and he yells handball immediately. No call from the referee. Still in control, but barely. United, and Liverpool comes out to it. Endo moves to the center to Salah, straight through the circle. Salah looking for a through ball. Gets it to Darwin, and he fires wide.
I think he maybe should have done better.
Yeah, me too. And there is an argument to be made for a handball by Thompson, but I think if that's ruled on, it will be natural position. We saw a very similar situation like that in the Miami game. Haaland gets a shot. But that's deflected and spits way out to Diaz as he crosses the midfield line. Diaz in a battle right now. Diaz looking. And he elects to drop back to McAllister. Ooh. Robertson. Like there's somebody who's really stood out, and his name I don't really hear too often is Robinson.
Andy Robertson.
Yeah, who I like to call Thompson for some reason. Salah.
You did it again.
Through ball, yeah, I did. We are rank amateurs. Especially me. Garnacho. He's going to try to get a chance. But he's dispossessed. No call. Endo brings it through. Tries to get it to Diaz. Diaz takes it down the field. He elects to slow it down, but the ball's dislodged right to McTominay. And McTominay predictably takes it the other way, but he's dislodged by a really alert play by Virgil van Dijk. McAllister. Final third, top of the box, fires in. Onana with a big save, and that ends up being a corner kick.
Liverpool really starting to crank up the pressure now.
Absolutely.
They're really starting to take this game into their own hands. Like I said, it's been a really open game. It's been really interesting to watch, actually.
Really not a boring moment.
I don't think either side has played poor.
No.
At all.
I think there's some questions with the center backs from United. Other than that, it's been pretty level.
Yeah.
Here's an outswinger from Liverpool. Picked up by McAllister. Is that? Well, here comes a shot. And it's deflected off a guy's name I cannot say. What is that guy's name again?
Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka. Jesus. Tell me if he gets choppy, by the way, for any reason. Probably
we didn't stream or...
Yeah, we didn't do a reset. We should have done a reset.
Oh. Didn't we? I thought you.
No, I didn't. I didn't do a reset for the use. This should be good. Might get choppy at the end or extra time. Darwin Núñez. Up to McAllister. Top of the box. Gets it over to the right. Inside the box, Mohamed Salah. Salah makes a shot. Deflected off the defense. And oh boy, oh boy. My God.
Be a very dangerous free kick if it...
Oh!
Sting.
Schmerzhaft, keine Frage für Dominik Szoboszlai.
Szoboszlai and Fernandez went to challenge for a ball, and boy, that's a shin breaker. Surprisingly, no fault by Fernandez, but Szoboszlai takes the worst of it. And Fernandez is laughing about it for reasons only known to him, because he's a jackass. You hear that, Hentai for Life? He's a jackass. Quite honestly, they're giving Liverpool a free kick. I don't know if there's a foul there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's a foul there, in fairness to Ratface.
He seems to get the ball before the man.
I wonder if this is one of those calls that goes, this is a reputation call.
Maybe.
And the fact that Fernandez is a jackass, and he's probably the most annoying guy any referee has to deal with throughout the week. Garnacho laying down, much like I wish that somebody would have laid down in the Wehen Wiesbaden
Yeah.
Big NB's bought
With
an
a
Amber
stop.
game today. But nobody could find time to do that. Slowest side looks like he'll take the kick, but no, it'll go to McAllister. McAllister lifts it just over the crossbar.
Nicht so schlecht.
Not a bad attempt at all.
No, not at all. Little, oh, actually a deflection off the, off the wall, but the ball carried.
Eingesetzt.
Turns out to be the wall doing its job.
Absolvieren, es ist sehr offen.
Tommy, why do Brits call fries chips?
You don't for the most part.
You don't.
Chips are different.
Yeah, that's
You
more.
go down and get
That's
fish
what.
and
That's the
chips,
fish
they
and
aren't
chips.
fries.
Yeah. I'll tell you what they call the fast food fries, but the old school chips. I think that's fair, right?
Yeah.
There.
That's why I like for the most part. Yeah.
If you're
You will get
McDonald's,
some people who
you ask
just
for a
call
large
them all
fries.
chips.
If you're at
Yeah.
a fish and chips joint, I want the big chips. Ooh.
Yeah. Like they aren't fries. Fries are like the little skinny ones.
Yeah. Freedom fries.
Auch heftiger
I'm probably
aus.
not old enough to
Weniger
remember
als
that
es war.
stupid
Also
thing.
wenn man dann so zugrunde legt,
Freedom
Fair
fries.
enough.
No, it was started right after 9/11. You know, when the Germans and the French didn't throw in with us to Iraq. We stopped calling them French fries and called them freedom fries, which might have been the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Weiterlaufen können, dann auch hier durchwinken.
They are fries. I think that Time for Life is American. I forget. He told me what he was. I forget.
Didn't they do a similar thing with like German food in the US at World War II? I think they renamed some stuff.
Oh, really? Oh, that's so stupid.
Auswahlzeit schon noch anmerkt.
I think it was more because like the German Americans, it was like better for business to like not have German
Oh,
names
yeah, I
for
can see
things.
that. A lot of Germans changed their name during the war. I know that.
Gefährlich wird dann nur über diese Seite.
Hey, look at Trump. You know,
Fernandes.
he's a German immigrant. And they changed their name.
Ja, immer über die Seite und eigentlich
Trump's
immer
family.
nur durch-
What was it before?
durch schnelles
Trump.
Umschalten, durch eine Art Konter. Also das Spiel immer noch recht wild. Für United gut, für uns natürlich auch gut, dass Liverpool das immer noch so mit.
I told you I'm American like 5 times now. I don't
Die jetzt
believe
einfach
you.
ein bisschen geduldiger den Ball zuspielen würden, United mehr rein.
You know what it is? You're around too much. You're on our time zone over here. I don't believe you.
An American that doesn't sleep.
Yeah, really. Yeah, Hentai's always posting, always doing stuff. We appreciate the posting in the server. That's what it's about. Back, join the club. Links in the chat room. Watch live games for free. Lots of posts. Good times. Good people. Don't be afraid. It's not gate kept. I see to it.
Endo.
Unless you're an asshole, and then you're not welcome. Darwin Nunes, dangerous area. Fires on. Save Onana.
Sie bekommen
I attest
United
that
fans are out.
Onana is the best player on the field.
Andre Onana.
God, he's got quick reactions.
Ja, sieht man, Varane ist nicht mehr der Varane.
To call him
I say he's
cat-like.
one of those. He can be top class,
Yeah.
and then he'll have a shitter, which like sort of ruins his
Nicht mehr
rep.
ganz so schnell.
But he's a good keeper. There's a reason they paid big money for
Yeah.
him, and there's a reason everyone seemed to think he was good when he was at Inter Milan.
Andrew Roberts.
I mean, he was one of the main reasons Inter got to that final last year.
Robinson fires. Ooh, Diaz gets a shot, but that's blocked out in front. Back to Robinson. He puts it in, swinger in. Headed away. Salah tries to deal with it, but it looks like it's going to end up a goal kick. No, Salah keeps it alive.
Von Salah.
Well, Salah pushed right out of bounds, but I think that's a
Liverpool throw, I
yeah,
believe.
gonna be a Liverpool throw in. Don't fight over it, boys. Endo, Callister. What's your ethnicity that you're so into soccer? It makes me think you're either an American with European parents or you're Hispanic. Or Italian. How does a man like yourself find
Or he's the weird
the
kid
niche
that gets
for it?
bullied for liking
First thing I saw,
soccer.
you probably have seen it. The foot fairies, that's what we call them. You know that? Foot fairies. Not LGBTQ friendly. We call them foot fairies. Now you gotta dox yourself. You can't say what ethnicity you are. What are you, like a unique tribe from South America? You know? Or like some weird some unknown tribe from Australia or New Zealand?
Technology is actually forbidden in their culture.
It's not soccer, it's footy. He's English.
Obviously, it's football.
Yeah, it's English.
You know, the bullies would be saying soccer.
It's called soccer.
When they beat you up.
No, that's a USA team chant. That's my favorite chance. Because Americans don't have fight and what was that? Fight and win. Who does that? Somebody.
Seattle.
Oh God, you really should beat me to death for that one. Huh?
That chant has single-handedly ruined US crowds like perception in Europe.
US crowds are not European crowds, and actually, if you ever been to a game where there's a near riot, you might like a US crowd.
Maybe. But if you mention like US football fans to any European, the first thing that comes to mind is fucking fight and win Seattle.
Yeah, that's pretty lame. It's not even good. It's like a high school thing that everybody kind of rolls their eyes out. First of all, there's a lot of that Pacific Northwest area. There's a lot of people that don't love the red, white, and blue. And I think that being a soccer fan is a form of like a weird rebellion. So it's not genuine. So I think that's how you get fight and win. I know that's kind of a little bit harebrained, but that's how I think where it comes from. We have the high school football chants being adopted in soccer. Fight and win. In fairness, Sounders one of the best supported teams in MLS, though, and definitely a classic team too, because they survived the NASL after the NASL, and not be put in the league by Major League Soccer. They survived, and they're still a very popular club. Their new uniform looks like my mom's curtains in the '70s, but other than that, they're a good club. A lot of history there.
They were stylish curtains in the '70s, though.
Yeah, you got to give them that. It is like they're wearing a retro jersey. It's bizarre. The New Jersey looks like a retro jersey.
I like this Seattle shirt.
Well, U.S. commentators' terms, you're definitely English then. See, there's a lot of the American commentators use hockey lingo. Instead of it's a goal, he shoots, scores. Oh, Onana comes out and does an Onana. Oh, lucky for him, it only rolls out for a Liverpool throw-in.
I'll say he's had such a good game so far, and then pulls that out.
More history than Man City? No, the game does not have much of a history in the United States, and of course we're getting rid of what little history we have by screwing up the U.S. Open Cup.
Oh yeah, but City don't have any history either, so it's fine.
We have a lot of recent history.
Very recent.
Yeah, Yaya Toure era was fun.
Yeah, like I say, very recent.
Yaya Toure. Was that Thompson McAllister? I can't tell all the time. Nunes tries to get... Boy,
Robertson.
There's another guy. The kid with the dreads that I can't say his name. He's had a good game as well, at least in the back.
Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka, and kind of a bright spot under some questionable plays from the United backs. Wanasaka.
McAllister.
McAllister. Who is that? Gomez. Endo. Endo plays way far back to Van Dijk.
Gute 20 Minuten.
You just hate American terms? See, why would you hate American? Why do you say you're American?
Kann man sich geben, würde ich sagen. Live bei uns.
Sounds like one of those Seattle fans.
Atletico, Borussia Dortmund. Sollte man sich
I think it's good to have American terms. I'll tell you why.
genauso wie Paris Saint-Germain.
I think soccer, football should be unique to the country. There should be, there's much too much trying to be like the Prem inside the United States. Do your own thing. Make your own way.
And you got to put it down for the US audiences as well.
There's that.
When you use the word like quality, they'll be struggling to understand what you say.
They say quality on them. They've adopted a lot. It's funny when I hear an American using too many British soccer terms or British football terms. It annoys me. I'd rather them sound like an American. But quality is kind of universal now, as much as I don't like it.
A normal word. I feel like it's a
Stop saying
strange
soccer.
one
I
to
would say
dislike.
soccer as much as I want. First of all, it's called soccer. What national team do you root for? Hentai. Clearly, it's not Polisek and the gang. Clearly, it's not Polisek. By the way, the Polisek jersey came in for a time. You know, he wears a men's small already. You know that?
Really?
I had to get because he grew out of all the other jerseys. We've gone through 3 boots since last May. Harry Maguire coming in with Anthony. And also Elliott coming in for Liverpool. Great player. Big fan
Who's
of
he coming
Elliott.
on for?
Ooh.
I'll
tell you that as soon as he comes through. Sly. Harvey Elliott coming in for what that's the thing. Halan comes out, replaced by Anthony, and probably as bad as Anthony's been, it seems like a reasonable substitution. And this is a guy I would have kept in unless he's hurt. Wansaka is replaced by Harry Maguire. Maguire not having a bad season, from what I understand.
Because he's not a bad player, shockingly.
No, I'm a near. I like making fun of him as much as the next guy. I love the Maguire dreams. I love the Maguire jokes. Elliott gets it to Salah. Salah moving straight in the box, pitches it to his left, and then it's dealt with and cleared away by Onana. Definitely been more Liverpool chances recently.
Yeah, they've taken over the second half.
Here's an opportunity. Garnacho. He takes it in slowly from the left side of the box, works it in for a cross, and put into next week by Virgil.
Yeah, as I was about to say, I was like, Liverpool seem to have taken control, but I still can't write United out. They still have that spark.
I'm not saying they got this game under lock and key. I don't think so. I do feel like they're going to pull it out. Garnacho shoots wide at Kelleher. Goal kick. Shoot, not Garnacho. I got to do their hair now. Anthony. Anthony shoots wide. Nick is frozen. Nick will be frozen from time to time and unfreeze. But we have good news. Nick is going to be losing his internet soon. Or his wireless and get wired.
Yeah.
Nick's getting wired. So.
When they hurry up and install that fucking thing. And yeah.
Pass to Garnacho on the left. Definitely hit him this time. He's inside the box. Drops it to the top. Fernandez gets a crunching tackle. Didn't seem to be hurt by it either. Oh, jeez. Garnacho tries to turn to his left. That was a Cruyff turn, and he slips. Oh. Foul on Salah. No?
Seine Zukunft ist noch
Free
ungewiss.
kick.
Mo Salah bleibt über den Sommer
Rain's
hinaus.
coming down.
2025. Es gibt einige
Got some rain.
in Saudi-Arabien,
Some rain on the pitch. After all, it is England.
die sicherlich einen Vorstoß wieder machen werden.
Yep. Well, those clear skies over here.
Soll's nicht scheitern.
Must be an up north thing.
Hoffen wir mal nicht. Also dafür ist er einfach viel zu gut.
I wonder if the rain will come into play like it did in the Saarbrücken game.
Yeah, could be. Salah moves it to his right to Elliott. Elliott real close. Dangerous position. Fired up. Deflected up and high over the crossbar.
Liverpool. Wir gehen gleich in die Schlussviertelstunde. Also von
Got a nervous clap. Nervous clap.
und nach dem Motto, ja,
He's moved from happy to nervous.
Happy to nervous clap.
haben wir noch nichts gesehen in Durchgang Nummer 2.
People still talking about that final match between Pep and Klopp last week. What a fitting end it was to their identical records and their
Rigged.
and their achievements. Robinson fires to Elliott, gets it over to Salah in the corner of the box. He tries to loop one in, but it's easily dealt with by Onana. Onana tries to throw it out to keep this going. Ooh, Anthony tries to keep it in over in the midfield line, but that doesn't work out for him. Throw in Liverpool.
In Wembley. So, Cody Gakpo wird kommen und Conor Bradley.
Oh, Salah's going to make his exit, and Cody Gakpo will take his place. So will Andrew Robinson, who had a spectacular game. Big claps to him. Connor Bradley will take his place. So we'll get the double substitution from Liverpool. Both guys deserve big hands, especially Robinson, who I think was very active in this game. Showed me a lot.
Yeah, he did very well down that left side.
So 3-4 Situationen hatte, die selbst auch nicht gut zu Ende gespielt hat.
Oh, man. Anthony to McTominay. McTominay. All the way to the left side of the field. Garnacho.
Christian Eriksen macht sich bereit.
Oh, here's an opportunity for Garnacho. The angle cut off, but he draws a corner kick. This is a big corner kick, 77th minute. So momentum going United's way. Fernandez will line up to kick it. And he'll do it with the right. Harry Maguire, does he smell a goal? This is his big spot. Tries to get it to Maguire, deflects off his head, that big head of his. That's quite a head. Anthony in the corner, he tries to cross it through, but it's headed away. Manu to Anthony. Drops to Manu. Manu tries to float one in to Garnacho on the left side. Garnacho looks to make a cross. Low cross, deflected away, but it's recovered by Fernandez. Fernandez in the far left now, up against Elliott. Ooh, a give-and-go pass between Fernandez and Manu, but it's also dug away and brought upfield. Uh-oh, we have an odd man rush. 5 going up, 2 back. Here is Elliott. Elliott tries to float one over to the left, but it's dealt with.
Challenge. It's like Mainu getting across for the tackle there.
Manu coming alive in this part. A little quiet in the first half.
He is different gravy, I think. Every time he gets the ball, he seems to do something really well with it. He's just so gifted with it. I'm a big fan.
11 minutes left without stoppage time. Liverpool up 2-1. This really could go either way. Not impossibility of extra time. Stick around. Very exciting game. It looks like United's going to make another change, or they're gearing up to.
Christian Eriksen on. For Kobe
The great Christian Eriksen. Oh, as we see Mano coming alive and Eriksen replaces him. I don't know if I like that. Big Harry Maguire to Anthony. Eriksen to Maguire. Maguire with a long ball, and it was way out. Liverpool throw it. I actually root for Maguire. I really do. And it's like if that happened to any other player, I wouldn't even notice. It's like, oh, that was a bad play, you know. And for Maguire, it's just always funny.
It's just the spotlight's just there.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Kelleher fires a long one. 50-50 ball in the air. Goes back and forth, but Liverpool recovers it. Bradley centers. Yeah, it's deflected to a corner kick with Bradley's low center. Or it should be. No, throw in, it's ruled. Corner kick to me. Deep in Man United territory, throw in. Looks like Bradley's going to go short and not long. He likes to go mid-range. Bradley in the corner. Harassed by Anthony. Drop to Elliott. Elliott drops to Endo. Endo all the way back to Van Dijk. Who drops for Kelleher. Puts the 50-50 ball in the air. Come away with. Still being fought. Scrambled over. Liverpool. Gomez. They win that little ball. Elliott moving through the center. Looks like he make a run of his own. Tries to dish to his right. Shot deflected.
You know, I don't think I agree with Erik ten Hag's decision to take off Højlund for Anthony, you know? I think since he's been off the pitch, they've lacked a presence up front, and it's been harder for United to get the ball forward. They're having to go straight out wide every single time now because Rashford just doesn't have that presence in the middle, you know?
Rashford very quiet in the second half. McAllister goes to the corner. And they're right, he sets up. Here's a delivery. Good delivery. Headed away, though.
Und eins ist auch klar, wir haben das im Vorfeld ja auch thematisiert. Der FA Cup so wichtig für Manchester United. Es ist die letzte Titelchance. Und auch nicht so unwichtig bezüglich der Zukunft des Erik ten Hag.
Eriksen. Maguire in their own end.
Verpasst werden sollte.
Liverpool doing the gegenpress. Forces Manu to put the 50-50 in the air. Liverpool comes away with it. Gets it to Diaz, McAllister, Gomez, back to Van Dijk. And Van Dijk, there's no rush on Liverpool's part here. There's been a lot of back passes to Kelleher, and they don't. I think they feel good about taking those balls in the air. There's been one long ball after another by Kelleher.
So yeah, it feels like with each minute that goes by, Liverpool become more and more comfortable in this now. Like, whereas this is the point in the game where United really needs to start piling on this pressure to get a goal, but it feels like the opposite's happening.
It feels like Liverpool's turtled here a little bit, and they're not going to give United the ball. But they're going to pass conservatively and hope they make a mistake. That seems to be the strategy that Klopp's implied. Any kind of static is going to go back to Kelleher eventually. They're not trying to create chances anymore. They're really just looking for a mistake like there with Tommy to capitalize on.
Be interesting to see what United are playing now, because they've just made a sub Amad Diallo on for Rafa Varane. That's a winger on for a centre-back, so it'll be interesting to see what they're going to play now. But a very attacking move there from Ten Hag.
Sehen wir auch an den Gesichtern.
Darwin Núñez, along with two attackers, or two defenders. He tries to set it to Elliott. Elliott chips one back. What was that, to Cody Gakpo, but I couldn't get a good foot on it. United controls. They go for a long ball. That's intercepted. United trying to regain control. Controlled by Anthony. He gets it over to Garnacho on the left. Goes through inside the box. Garnacho tries to work it to his right foot. Anthony controls. He goes wide. He scores! He scores! United has tied it up. Anthony. Ten Hag looking like a genius, putting Anthony on. What started out as an innocent play ties this game up. Didn't look super dangerous. Nothing that we haven't seen the Liverpool defense being able to break up.
Yeah.
Anthony gets it to Garnacho. Garnacho is allowed to walk in the box. He slides in. Somehow Anthony comes up with it, does his little turnaround to the right, floats one in past Kelleher.
It's like a really good finish when you consider how he's had to turn and shoot.
Yeah,
like he's not been able to look at the goal there at all.
No, he doesn't look at the goal. It's really good stuff. Anthony under.
That's like pure instinct.
It wasn't a pretty goal, and it wasn't because it's not like somebody in Liverpool missed their man. He was well covered. Anthony just found a way in a tight spot.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I'd even say it's like bad defending at all. That is just he somehow found the tiniest bit of space he needed. And like I say, he didn't even have time to be able to look at the goal. That's pure instinct. He just knew where the goal was and managed to curl that in there.
Oh, Bradley gets it up. Oh, deflected off of for some reason. Off the post! In front for Liverpool! Oh, they elect to shoot. There's lots of traffic out in front. Anthony somehow spits off to Elliott in the deep in the left side, and we have a whistle.
Okay, das war eine Endphase hier. Der einfach mal so rumgedreht.
I'm not sure why Onana came out that far.
Well, he came out to collect the ball originally, but was beaten to it, and then just seemed to stay out there.
Anti for Life says 20 apps, 1 goal for Anthony.
Hell of a record.
I don't know if that's
Tell you
correct.
what, though, one very important goal. It might just save their FA Cup run.
Anthony been very active, a lot of touches. Anthony again. He forces it through the box. That deflects wide. God, that looked dangerous. Garnacho on the left side. He fires it over and it floats over for a Liverpool throw-in. The United crowd has come alive. Well, that deflected off Van Dijk. Dangerous situation.
Yeah. I should just put it away from where Rashford was playing, though, so ultimately the right decision.
And we're about 20 seconds away from finding how much stoppage time we're going to have. Anthony again chips it in. Elliott has forced to clear. And now, Liverpool finds himself dealing with the pressure. What do they call him? Slabhead?
Slabhead, yeah.
Yeah.
Because his head's like a slab of concrete.
Excuse me, 22 apps and 1 goal, Anthony. Oh, thank you. Thank you for rectifying that, chat.
Even better record.
4 extra minutes, that's all. Not much for a Premier League game. But of course, this is the FA Cup. United starting to move it in. Anthony again with the ball, just on top of the box. Left side. Uh-oh. Yeah, they try to center it in. Ten Hag looking smart here. Ooh, controlled in by Eriksson. Camacho's got in the corner with 2 defenders on him. He's knocked down. And I think they're giving a really dangerous free kick. No? No, a throw-in. Right call by the ref. Garnacho trying to sell the contact probably more than it was worth. Garnacho tries to do a backheel pass. And Rashford's dislodged, but that ends up to be a corner kick. That is a dangerous, that dip in the pitch going into the average, that is a dangerous situation waiting to happen. Eriksson, capable. Here it comes with the delivery. Corner kick, important one. In stoppage time. Poked away by Kelleher.
Wir haben heute späte Tore gesehen bei Chelsea gegen Leicester. Wir haben späte Tore gesehen von Coventry.
Anthony fires back to, I don't know if he's looking for Maguire or not, but Anana comes all the way up to the midfield line. He puts a pass in the air, and it finds a United player. Ooh, wow. And I think I know why, because Maguire is very deep in the box. He heads it in right into Van Dijk. Another header by Maguire, headed away by Van Dijk. Garnacho in the corner.
On for United, though.
Oh, great challenge by Elliott to take it away from Garnacho. The pressure is on Liverpool.
Big time.
Look at that dip. That is awful. Somebody's going to break their leg. The long throw. Liverpool picked up by Garnacho deep in the corner. Sharp angle. Tries to put a low shot. Way in the box. Real close. And cleared away. Oh, kept in by the center backs.
It's like never ending.
Maguire playing way far up. Drops to Anthony. Is Anthony going to be a hero? The ball stripped away. Kept in by Eriksson. Oh boy, oh boy. 30 seconds.
Ja, wir sehen Maguire, der kommt gar nicht mehr zurück, also volles Risiko auch.
Deflected off of Maguire. Popped outside. Just outside the box. Eriksson does a lob pass to Rashford in the final third. There it is! And it goes wide! Rashford with the game on the end of his foot. Could have ended it right there. And the shot goes wide.
What an unbelievable pass from Eriksson to find him.
Zwischen Manchester United und Liverpool und was für eine Mega-Chance für Rashfords Sekunden vor Ende.
Yeah, I know.
I know that looks bad for Rashford.
It does because he looks his whole body language is it's over, not the focus that you would expect in a situation like that.
But in his defence, I will say I think Kelleher was positioned perfectly to cut the angle there.
I don't think there's a chance in the world.
I think that was a
You're saying
finish.
Kelleher forced him to go farther, right? I'm sorry, his relaxed look and I think he could have got another touch and been safe. I have to disagree with you there.
He would have got too close to the keeper.
You think?
I think that was more down to Kelleher than Rashford, if I'm being truly honest. I think if Rashford had that on target, he'd curled that just inwards more on target. I think Kelleher would have saved it.
I'd like to see that again. Because you
From
have
the
a habit.
angle
I like giving
think so.
goalie credit where goalie credit's due. Potentially we'll see this again. I hope so. We're going extra time. The good stuff.
Oh, this is the Anthony goal.
Yeah, you have to Anthony making an impact as soon as he's out there. Perhaps the papers are encouraging him. Anthony looking like Zlatan.
It was a very good goal for Anthony.
Look at that. Totally, like see that concentration? You didn't see that from Rashford. Definitely good game. Definitely one of the better games we covered.
Yeah, definitely. And Onana probably the unluckiest man on that pitch today.
Yeah, Onana was a spectacular game. Kept him in it.
I'll say his performance did not deserve to concede 2 goals. He
No.
was very unlucky there for both of them.
Aber Manchester United hat dann doch noch in der 87. den Ausgleich erzielt.
Another thing with that is Anthony's like well known to be like a very one-footed player, so to do that on his weak foot is quite impressive. He's a bit Robin-esque with the fact he only sort of uses his left a lot of the time.
Well, big games call for big efforts. Tommy, ask Nick what he made of Chelsea game today. Ask him with Sterling and Denzel's performance. I'm not sure. I stopped paying attention to Chelsea. Do you have any idea what he's talking about?
I didn't watch it. That's what I thought to it. I didn't watch it. I saw it ended 4-2.
It's too funny.
Can't complain. But yeah, I didn't watch it, so I don't know. I saw Sterling's awful free kick, and I saw that Sterling missed a penalty.
No, Chelsea's been kind of a boring team to cover. If you ask me. But that's just me. That is just me. Liverpool with 60% of total ball possession after the 90 minutes. 23 shots on goal. 23 shots versus United's 19, 10 of those on target versus United's, United's 8. It looks like we're going to get going real soon. Players lined up. Did you see the Desi? How what name is that? Desi OG? I don't know. That's what
Disassi.
Disassi? I'm not familiar with him.
French centre back for Chelsea.
There we go. We got kickoff. Extra time. First half of extra time.
Von links nach rechts, Liverpool in grün und weiß. Zuletzt im Carabao Cup Finale in die Verlängerung gemusst. Liverpool. Und als sie schon viele auf den Elfmeterschießen eingestellt hatten, kam Virgil van Dijk.
Choppy play by Liverpool in their own end. They're able to get it out. Oh.
Kein Foul, Lindelöf. An Darwin Núñez.
One thing I will say is you really appreciate the quality of these teams when you watch like lesser leagues.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it's better to, I don't know.
Like, I think it's something you sort of take for granted if you just sort of watch Premier League.
Well, I tell you one thing I noticed watching. I think you're right. And one thing I noticed watching the third league last year in Germany and paying close attention to that. Anthony fires just over the crossbar. Anthony having a great game. I think what I noticed is the lack of set-piece conversions. It's one of the things I've noticed about lower leagues. There's not as much conversions. Yeah. 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 Well, you know, it's funny. I rarely saw it in the third league. I see it I don't think I see it every week in the second league, whereas I see it every week in the first, at least one, over a multitude of games. You see a lot in the MLS, because MLS is probably an underrated league, and people that fight and win tend to drag down the reputation of a relatively exciting league.
Damals zu Hause gegen Betis in der Europa League. So lange blieb hier mit diesem Stadion torlos. Bradley.
Oh, there's a lob. Onana.
Einige richtig starke Paraden von Andre Onana. 50 Millionen Euro hat er gekostet. Zur Saisonbeginn gekommen von Inter Mailand.
Mr. Cameroon. Hey, we probably should have done a reset. I think I'll do that now.
Bei Inter waren sie erst
Hang tight.
dass gegangen ist nach einer Saison. Mittlerweile,
there we go.
Obwohl es das ausgab zuletzt in der Champions League, sind sie durchaus happy, dass Jan Sommer da ist.
Make sure Zora gets
a
good extra time.
Jetzt nicht fehlerfrei agiert hat in dieser Saison, heute schon.
Elliott, top of the box.
McAllister.
McAllister with conservative pass to Van Dijk. Elliott again. Trying to work it in.
Bradley.
Oh, here's a lob, header, off target. Liverpool looking to see me just kind of chip it in. Maybe catch Onana off guard. It's a quarterfinal, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, a
FA Cup quarter.
quarterfinal time of year. Uh-oh. Nope.
So übrigens das erste Mal seit fast 40 Jahren, dass dieses Duell in die Verlängerung geht, damals Halbfinale.
Tries to get it out, but controlled by United. Anthony.
Gab dann noch
Oh, jeez.
Replay an der Main Road, das dann United gewinnen konnte. Eriksen. Anthony.
Anthony.
Mit Eriksen, Anthony.
Deep inside the box.
Völlig aufgedreht.
Shot deflected or blocked.
Ja, das war zu ungestüm.
He's had a surprisingly good game so far, Anthony.
Bei all dem, was auf dem Spiel steht, mit der Halbfinal-1.
I know Anthony's getting a lot of hate at the moment from United fans online about being a terrible signing. So it's good to see him step out and have a good performance like this.
You couldn't tell by the way he played and impact. He immediately impacted this game, not just with the goal itself, but he was getting touches before that has definitely been difficult for Liverpool to deal with. He is a thorn in their side. Eriksen the back path, picked off by Endo. Oh, United controls. Dallo. Garnacho? Garnacho fires it and wins a corner.
Einer der besten.
Needs to find Slabhead in the middle.
Dallo seemed to be trying to wipe away the cobwebs just before we get a special delivery, possibly into the slab head from Eriksen. Here it comes. A little short. Headed away. Controlled by United. Garnacho fires. Blocked out in front. And Fernandez drops it all the way back to Onana. Onana with the bomb 50-50 kick. And it might find... Is that Maguire? Maguire pops it up in the middle of the air, and Kelleher deals with it. Elliott carries. The most underrated player on the damn team is Elliott. Harvey Elliott. Like him a lot. Ooh.
He's good. I really liked him when they loaned him to Blackburn. He had a really good season in the Championship.
Diaz pulled down.
Wenn man nur die Einwechselspieler nimmt, also die haben bei
Free
United
kick.
auf jeden Fall viel mehr bewirkt als die auf der anderen Seite.
Ja, das stimmt.
In the final third.
Also klar, Anthony, aber auch Diallo richtig gut ins Spiel reingekommen.
It's one of those you swing in, you don't usually go for goal.
Auch Eriksen, wie ich finde.
Ja. Nakamura's out there.
Stabilisiert, auch mal den Ball durchs Zentrum laufen lassen.
Here it is.
Suki.
Oh, is it going to be near the slab head?
Rather disappointing delivery.
Gomez. McAllister. Right in the circle. Diaz stripped of the ball. Dropped over to Anthony as he brings it down the right side. He starts to slow it up. Oh, and here's a cross inside the box. Picked up by Garnacho. Garnacho drops it back. Oh!
It looked like it for a second then.
Garnacho with a back heel kick to Lindenhoff.
That was a nice little layoff.
The left.
It's come very close.
Thought it was in. Was fooled.
So, es kommt Tsimikas.
Tsimikas coming on.
Für Joe Gomez.
Yeah, Leverkusen remains unbeaten as little boys in Azerbaijan tear their pillows. Kelleher.
I reckon they'll do it. The invincible season, I reckon they'll do it.
Last time that happened in Germany.
I wonder if it's ever happened.
Can't remember hearing a story like that. Be also shocking after 12 years of Bayern championships to have a team just go unbeaten to lift the
I suppose
trophy.
it speaks to the quality of Bayern. After 12 years, it took a team going literally invincible to dethrone them. Makes for a good narrative from a Bayern point of view.
Yeah, that race usually ends quick. Usually before Christmas.
Garnacho. Rashford. Fernandes.
Tries to get it to Rashford.
Bradley. Zu kurz.
Free kick Liverpool. Bunch of cocky Germans over there in Leverkusen. Cocky Germans.
Looks like it's never happened. At least not in
the
like the
Bundesliga?
modern Bundesliga.
Bundesliga, I think, was founded in 1962.
62, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, an East German side did it in 82, 83. Berlin
82,
FC
but you
Dynamo.
can't count those because
Obviously,
they were run by
that's
the
different.
communists. Some of them are fixed. Most of the teams are run by like apparatchiks inside East Germany, and sometimes what they would do to compete with each other is here's Rashford. Rashford fires. Jesus, Rashford can't hear the broadside of a barn. It wouldn't have mattered much anyway.
Called off. Yeah, you have Berliner FC Dynamo in East Germany in 82, 83. And then Dresdner SC in 42, 43. So
42, 43 during the war. I don't think you can take any of those seriously. It
But
wasn't
normal-
uncommon for players to be arrested before big games back then. It wasn't uncommon for if a side was good, all of a sudden it was in a club that was run by communists, the entire side was switched. I really don't think you can take any of those East German. The commies really ruined football for years to come. Haditha Berlin has never done much, and really the best story out of Berlin in recent years is obviously Union. The team that was considered
they may be already gone.
Yeah. The team that was there is a lot of people wearing Union jerseys all over. They really have captured the hearts of Germany. I know they're having a rough year this year, but I think their popularity has definitely jumped on in the mainland for sure. Union was considered in those communist times the people's team. Oh, it's good! It's in. A shot deflected. Another bad luck for Onana by a long shot by Harvey Elliott. Takes a long trip to the net.
Bad for Onana. Onana, the unluckiest man on the pitch by far today. Hasn't put a foot wrong and has conceded 3 goals, which none of them were his fault.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Well, the once beautiful came by commies and Americans. You jackasses sold him to those morons.
So yeah, Leverkusen would be the first Bundesliga side to go invincible if they manage it.
I think the goal will... I don't think... No, it'll be a deflection off of... looks like Eriksson, yeah. It'll still count because it is deflection. I don't think that'll go down as an own goal.
Yeah, it looked like it was on on target from Elliott.
Really a last second.
I think Onana had that if it didn't get deflected again.
I think you're right. He was definitely in the right position. Anthony. Is Man United done? Doesn't look like it if Anthony has anything to say about it, but he gets stripped, but Man United maintains. Garnacho. Chip pass to Rashford. Rashford goes and almost hits it from the impossible angle.
Tell you what, they are really going to regret those Rashford missions earlier in the game.
Mason Mount is on the bench.
No one's surprised.
We switch side. That's the half of the extra time. Harvey Elliott definitely been one of the more dangerous guys on the pitch. Unglücklich. Unlucky. Unglücklich.
Very unlucky.
Yeah. Why doesn't Ten Hag bring him in? I don't know. Do I look like I...
Because he's shit. That's why.
There's your answer.
As a man who had to suffer through watching Mason Mount week in, week out at Chelsea, I'll tell you why I didn't bring him on. Because he's crap.
Still better than Rashford. Rashford's had a rough night.
Yeah, he's not a striker though. I still think I wouldn't have brought off Højlund. I think Anthony was the right call. He's been good, but I would have subbed off Rashford. Or if you want to keep Rashford on, sub off Garnacho. I still think they would have done better with Højlund in the middle there. I'd even go and say Højlund probably even scores one of those chances that Rashford missed.
Nachdem klarste Szenen und Situationen in Durchgang 2 sie selbst verdattelten. Wohin führt's noch die Reise? Führt sie jetzt erstmal hier zum Weiterkommen ins Halbfinale? Der Blinders, der auch den Club verlassen wird, einer seiner Co-Trainer genauso wie sein langjähriger Co-Trainer Piet Kravitz. Oder hat United, das Team von Erik ten Hag, noch mal eine Antwort?
Oh yeah, you know you were thinking of doing that Leeds-Millwall game.
Yeah, what did it end up?
Ended 2-0 Leeds.
Definitely picked the right game though. I wanted to do something different, but I was always planning on doing this one. Couldn't get a stream of it.
3-2 Liverpool. Eigentlich mit der ersten Hälfte der Verlängerung nicht viel zu tun gehabt und trotzdem in Führung. Dieser Sport ist dann häufig auch so seltsam und so schräg und manchmal für den einen schwer verdaulich, für den anderen nicht erklärbar.
Lindelöf ist raus.
Ja.
Ist vorn dran, also Abwehrspieler haben sie dann nicht mehr viele.
Is there any hope for United here?
Alles auf den Tisch gelegt. Garnacho.
Yeah, Garnacho, he goes to his right foot, but it's pretty easy for Kelleher.
To be fair to them, their last goal came from a chance which didn't really look like anything special, so there's still hope.
14 minutes to go. Force penalties.
Anthony ist ganz hinten links jetzt anzutreffen. Auch ein bisschen schräg, der ja so viel für Impulse gesorgt hat. Der Brasilianer gerade über die halbrechte Seite. Muss jetzt quasi auf der Lindelöf-Position aushelfen.
Ja, Eriksen switcht noch immer so ein bisschen, lässt sich dann mal kurz mit reinfallen, dann geht er wieder mit nach vorne.
Hakpo. Ja, jetzt. Endo. Mal hat United den Cup gewonnen. Nur Arsenal.
Does seem to have slowed down a little bit.
Ein bisschen.
Upcoming matches tonight, we got Atletico Barcelona. It's probably the biggest match left for the weekend as we enter a international break.
Keiner mehr.
Onana, big drive.
48. Viertelfinale in dieser Saison nun mal das letzte.
Anthony controls it, drops it back. Oh, big lob pass.
Den kann nicht mehr erreichen, Alejandro Garnacho.
Is Harry Maguire playing forward?
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Moving him up there and just launching balls forward.
He has to be getting permission to do that, right?
Oh, yeah. It's most likely what Ten Hag's asked for.
Gelb. Zeitspiel. Keller.
Otherwise, I don't see him playing next week if he's just decided to go run up front.
I think I'm just going to do what I want. Kelleher. As they fight for possession. In the midfield. Ball bouncing. Head after head. And Liverpool wins it. Darwin Núñez moving it up the left side. Slow it up, Darwin. Yep. He didn't listen to me. And he gave up possession to...
So ignorant from him.
Yeah. He gives up possession.
So prior to that attack, Kelleher got a yellow card for time wasting.
Oh. And we're playing that game, aren't we?
Anthony hat schon vorher den Arm gehoben.
Garnacho.
Garnacho.
Up to Anthony.
Tick zu weit vor. Eriksen.
Anthony thinks better. He thought about shooting.
Fernandes.
Oh, inside the box. Big Harry Maguire! Save Kelleher!
Garnacho war's. Oder war's doch Maguire?
That was the moment.
Die Bewegung war super von Maguire, die aber dann selber noch abschließen konnte.
Anthony to Eriksen.
2 Minuten noch.
Ah, so
Looks like they're going to chip another long one in there. Deflected off a Liverpool player.
Fernandes.
Liverpool controls with Diaz taking it out. He does the long ball. We got odd men out there. 3 up, 2 back. Darwin Nunes, but is stripped from behind.
I think that's Ahmad running with it.
Ja, Jürgen Klopp, sollte das hier gut gehen, wird wieder stolz sein auf seine Jungs. Weiterhin im Titelrennen, im FA Cup. Weiterhin die Chance.
Harry Maguire drops back to play his position.
I really wanted that shot to go in.
Trying to find Garnacho. Yeah, me too. And why not? I'm in the mood for penalties.
Komplett falschen Entscheidungen getroffen haben. Das wird ihn beschäftigen.
Ja, also nicht nur Gleichzahl, 1, 2, 3 Mann Überzahl, einfach schlecht ausgespielt. Da werden sie mit Sicherheit jetzt auch nochmal 1, 2 Situationen bekommen. Für United, ja.
The Irishman rolls it out.
Dann irgendwann noch den entscheidenden Konter bekommen, müssen wir natürlich vorne nochmal volles Risiko von alles
Ooh,
rein.
the flag. It looks like Nunes gave up the ball again. He turned it over. Here's Tominay to Rashford. Scores! Rashford scores! Finally, the back of the net. 3-3 in extra time.
It's taken him like 4 big chances and like 110 minutes, but he's finally got the goal.
Marcus Rashford, Liverpool
Darwin Nunes falling asleep here, giving the ball away to Tommy. And that's a nice little ball to, didn't overplay that at all. Right to Rashford. Rashford makes the finish simple.
A quality finish.
McTominay with the assist. Darwin Nunes really dropped the ball. Looks like he fell asleep out there. I don't know if it was just exhaustion. We are in the second half of extra time. But there was another play just prior to that where he didn't look like he was completely on the ball, for lack of a better word.
Well, I say that's another one that's come out of nowhere again. Seems to be the way things are going for United. It's not the attacks that look like they're going to go in that happen. It's when they sort of get a ball out of nowhere. Same thing happened for the Anthony goal.
Luis Diaz will be taken out, and Bobby Clark will take his spot, number 42.
Sie hatten wieder die Konterchance, wieder Überzahl, lassen es liegen. Und praktisch der Gegenzug, den Manchester United hier zum 3:3 nutzt. Soll keiner sagen, das Spiel ist langweilig. Mit auch komischen Wendungen.
Marcus Rashford. Attempt after attempt after attempt. And now he got it. Maguire is holding his eyes. It looks like he might have collided with McAllister. That's a lot of Irish. Here it is. Oh, McAllister got his foot up very high, and Maguire tried to sell it, definitely trying to draw a red card because McAllister's foot never actually made contact with his chest. It was blocked by Maguire's arm. But it looks like McAllister got the worst of it because he's still on the ground. Maybe he's trying to stand on the ground to get sympathy, because had that foot have landed, it would have been a red card.
Yeah.
Dangerous, unnecessarily play by Alex McAllister.
Looks like Mason Mount came on as well. For Lindelof, I believe. That's a centre-back off for an attacking midfielder, so it looks like Ten Hag's getting ready for those penalties.
Angebliches Interesse geben soll von Paris Saint-Germain. 5 Minuten noch in dieser verrückten
It's a very risky game they're playing at the moment. There's very little amount of Manchester United defenders left on the pitch. Looks like Bruno Fernandes has even dropped into the defence at this point, which is just mental.
Looks like Ahmed Dallo will pick up a yellow card.
Dieses Duell zeigt mal wieder, wie viel in dieser Rivalität auch drin ist.
Liverpool in the center, taken away by, I think that was Anthony. Gets it up to Rashford. Rashford and Garnacho going forward. Van Dijk back. Gomez back. Here's a play! Oh, and a sliding in. Oh, what McTominay couldn't finish it. Liverpool caught napping in their own end. Get control of your team, Captain Van Dijk.
Fantastic ball from Marcus Rashford to find him there. Slipping it through the defence. United could have won this. I mean,
yeah, I would have won that right there.
But with the chances that I think they've had the more clear-cut chances of the two sides.
Certainly in the second half of the extra time, for sure. Maybe overall. Liverpool look like they're ready for penalties. Sloppy play has been punished. And almost a death knell. Liverpool top of the box right now. Elliott tries the low cross, picked off by Onana.
3 Minuten noch bis zum Elfmeterschießen. Bleibt die Titelchance für Manchester United.
2.5 minutes till penalties. This game feels like it's got another goal left in it. I gotta be honest with you.
It would.
And it's a risky thing to say with so little time left. It just wouldn't shock me, yeah.
Especially with how many players United have playing forward. Like I say, the only defender on the United pitch is Harry Maguire.
Oh, nada. Oof, boy, I thought that. Anthony to Garnacho. Garnacho challenged hard. And free kick, United. I'm hungry.
90 Sekunden.
It's been a long one, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm hungry for more goals.
Are you? Is there another goal out there on either side?
He's very late.
1 minute to go.
If there is a goal, that's the winner, surely.
Unless nothing's added on for the human coin toss. Endo moves it in through the center. Endo looking, tries to get the through ball. Wow, taking a great challenge from behind by, who is that?
Diogo Dallo.
Dallo, excellent challenge from behind. Very clean, very dangerous. Clean, crystal.
Mit Garnacho, mit einem Eriksen, McTominay, mit Rashford sowieso.
Qualität defense.
Qualität. That is the word.
Die letzten Sekunden laufen. Passiert sowas wie im Carabao Cup Finale.
Here's a delivery. Corner kick. Liverpool. Elliott. Headed away. Picked up, excuse me. Oh, and then, looks like we might have a potential 2-on-1 with Garnacho and Ahmad. And Ahmad goes right, and it's in and over! Unbelievable! United win and eliminate Liverpool!
Manchester United.
He thinks he's Lionel Messi.
Ahmad Dallo, unbelievable! A crushing defeat. I gotta be honest, I think Liverpool got tired at the end. They didn't look like they had the cardio to get him through it. Simple, sloppy mistakes, and
United certainly did look like the more fit team going into that.
I'm not surprised at all. And we said it. We thought there was one more goal left with 2 minutes and a half to go, and there was. A mishandling by McAllister results in basically a 2-on-1, and Ahmad Diallo finishes it, going from the left to the right post, and Kelleher just misses it.
That's a very hard one to save, to be fair. That's
Left
as
foot
perfectly
goal.
placed as you're going to get.
No. Ahmad doing the Messi celebration at the end. United win it. And that's it. And that looks like they blown the whistle. He's walking off.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And he gives his jersey away. Whoa.
Although he might have been sent off, actually.
Sent off?
I don't know if he was on a yellow, but taking the shirt off is obviously a
which is
card.
always stupid.
Yeah, it looks like he's been sent off.
Red card, a red yellow for Ahmad Diallo. What do you think of that rule?
Imagine Liverpool's score now. It's dumb.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, I don't appreciate they take the jersey off and they got some political thing under there too either. And that's one of the reasons they made the rule.
I suppose, but like he had nothing on under.
No, he didn't have nothing. They could change it. I don't
he's
necessarily have a problem with. Well, I don't like any kind of celebration like that personally, but I don't know if it should be punished.
Oh, I don't mind it.
I would say most fans feel the way you do. I don't know if it should be punished. I just personally find it irritating. I think it's
as long as you're
obnoxious.
wearing an Under Armour underneath like he is. So,
Yeah, I think if they made something
don't
like
want him to
that,
get
but it does
topless
seem a
in
bit
front of
ridiculous.
The audience. Yeah, if it's just a plain Under Armour, I think there should
Oh,
be
wait a minute. After picking up a booking for preventing a Liverpool free kick, goal scorer took his shirt off, and that is the official reason.
Yeah.
What a way to end it.
And so yeah, I forgot he was on a yellow.
I did too.
Makes sense.
Not a happy Klopp. 4-3, 7 goals, and really a Sunday classic.
Looks like there'll be no double in the final Klopp season.
Nope.
Well, unless you count.
Now Liverpool will get a chance to concentrate on the league as Ten Hag and Klopp shake hands. And Liverpool's final seed, Ten Hag has defeated the great Jurgen Klopp along with his team, Manchester United, in a bit of an upset, but certainly evenly weighed. A mishandling by Darwin Núñez results in that death knell I spoke of earlier. No double for Klopp. Oh no, he could still sort of double.
Well, yeah, he's
He
already
could
got
still,
the
he could
League
still
Cup.
double. He could still double.
He's got the League Cup and he can win the Europa League and he can win the Premier League, so he can get like the crappy.
Crappy what? Did I lose it?
FA Cup and the Premier League is off the table. A good performance there for Anthony.
Yes, sir. Probably one of the better games we've covered.
Yeah.
I think this is right behind the 22 MLS final. And had we covered the World Cup, as far as excitement goes. Or close games goes. Liverpool eliminated from the FA Cup in shocking fastest in a 7-goal affair. Amadallo, after mishandling by Darwin Núñez, takes a pass from Camacho, buries it, and immediately gets sent off for a yellow-red after taking his shirt off. And that's your story. I'll see you guys. Take it easy. Till the next time. Take care. Bye-bye.